Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 U.S. presidential election has sent shockwaves through both political and business communities, raising many questions about the future direction of the country. Whether you are a supporter or a critic, it's important to understand the financial and business implications of his presidency. In this video, we'll break down what to expect from a second Trump administration and how you can position yourself to take advantage of the changing landscape. If you like what we do, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insights. 1. The U.S. is heading in the wrong direction. The first point of concern for many Americans is the belief that the U.S. is heading in the wrong direction under both Republican and Democratic leadership. From increasing national debt to inflation and the widening gap between rich and poor, Trump's return to office could present a stark contrast to his previous administration's economic policies. While some may argue that Trump's tax cuts and deregulation efforts provided an economic boost, others feel that his leadership failed to address systemic inequalities and long-term sustainability. For business owners and investors, Trump's policies may continue to prioritize short-term economic growth over long-term stability. It's crucial to understand how his presidency could influence trade, business regulations, and economic incentives. Whether you are thinking about expanding your business or making investment decisions, it's time to assess where the U.S. economy is heading and what moves you can make now. 2. Will Trump end double taxation of expats? One of the most pressing issues for U.S. citizens living abroad is the ongoing problem of double taxation. Under current U.S. tax laws, expats must file and pay taxes on both their overseas income and any income earned within the U.S. Trump has voiced support for expat tax relief in the past, promising to simplify tax laws and ensure Americans living abroad are not unfairly burdened by the IRS. If Trump delivers on these promises, it could create significant opportunities for U.S. citizens living abroad. Expats will likely benefit from a simpler, fairer tax structure that encourages them to keep their businesses or investments abroad. But if his plan falters, it could be a critical issue for many Americans looking to move or invest overseas. 3. Will Trump lower U.S. taxes? Trump's tax cuts in 2017 were one of the cornerstones of his first presidency, and his supporters argue that they spurred economic growth and job creation. However, critics of the tax cuts claim they disproportionately benefited the wealthy and corporations, leading to an increase in the national deficit. So, will Trump cut taxes again in 2024? Given the current financial strain due to inflation and national debt, tax cuts are likely to be a focal point in Trump's new agenda. If Trump reduces corporate tax rates or creates incentives for private investment, businesses could see significant tax relief. However, it's essential to consider the long-term consequences of additional tax cuts on the government's fiscal health. Will they create more economic growth or exacerbate the nation's deficit? For individuals, these changes could translate to more money in your pocket, but it's important to look at the broader economic picture and how it could affect your financial future. 4. Plan A, Plan B, and offshore structures. Trump's business background is often cited as an example of his ability to navigate complex financial environments. While his real estate empire has expanded across the globe, his wealth has largely been managed with offshore structures and tax-efficient strategies. For business owners, entrepreneurs, or high-net-worth individuals, it's time to learn from Trump's example. With a potentially unstable economy and changes to tax policies on the horizon, consider developing a Plan B for your wealth management. Offshore investments, alternative assets, and strategic planning can protect your wealth and create opportunities in new markets. However, these strategies are not without their risks, and it's crucial to work with trusted professionals who understand the nuances of global finance. 5. Concerns with right-wing populism. Trump's populist rhetoric and strong stance against globalism have earned him both loyal supporters and vocal critics. His policies have been characterized as right-wing populism, which seeks to prioritize nationalism, strong borders, and protectionist economic policies. For some, these populist policies are a cause for concern as they could stifle free markets, global trade, and international cooperation. The implications for businesses are significant. Trump's America First approach may continue to affect foreign relations, international trade, and how U.S. companies operate in a globalized economy. Business owners must be prepared for the uncertainty that comes with a more insular and protectionist approach to economics. Trade tariffs, import-export restrictions, and geopolitical tension could lead to supply chain disruptions, which may impact your bottom line. 6. Tariffs, sanctions, and U.S. losing geopolitical dominance. One of the most significant global consequences of Trump's policies was his use of tariffs and sanctions to exert economic pressure on other countries, particularly China. If Trump returns to power, his administration may double down on these aggressive tactics, leading to a further decline in the U.S.'s global dominance. While tariffs and sanctions may seem like an effective way to punish foreign competitors and protect domestic businesses, they can also create unintended consequences, like inflation, higher consumer prices, and market instability. These factors could harm your investments, business operations, and cost structures. For investors, understanding the evolving geopolitical landscape will be key. With Trump at the helm, the risk of global instability, trade wars, and shifting alliances could increase. This could have a ripple effect across markets, particularly in emerging economies and industries dependent on international trade. Conclusion: Donald Trump's re-election as President of the United States will bring with it many opportunities and challenges for businesses, investors, and individuals alike. From tax reforms to global trade policies, the decisions he makes will have a lasting impact on both the U.S. economy and your financial future. It's time to take a step back, evaluate your financial strategies, and prepare for the changes that may be coming. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, now is the time to make adjustments to your wealth management plans, whether it's investing in international markets, considering tax-saving strategies, or rethinking your business operations. Comment below with the topic you want to see next. What's the one finance question you need answered?